Hello everyone, this is Anish Verma and you're listening to the Empower Your Mind for Success podcast, a podcast for anyone who wants to build an entrepreneurial mindset. So as part of the mastermind group that I am learning and getting mentoring from to grow my business, today we had a special guest, Tom Shipley. Tom Shipley is an e-commerce guru. He has sold about $1 billion worth, yes, with a B, $1 billion worth of products over the last 10 years online. He has sold products that he made himself, created himself and for others as well. But he is the e-commerce expert, and he came to talk to us about some of the lessons that he has learned over the last several years. And it was pretty fascinating, of how most of the entrepreneurs that I have spoken to, most of the millionaires that I have spoken to, they always start off with attributes or qualities that you as a person need to have. They don't talk about the business type, they don't talk about the geography, they don't talk about the environment, they don't talk about pricing strategy, they don't talk about product strategy, product uniqueness, idea uniqueness, nothing. The first thing they talk about is the attributes that you as an entrepreneur need to have. And if you have been listening to my podcast, I have mentioned most of these, but I wanted to share what Tom Shipley shared with us, a guy who is considered as an e-commerce guru in today's day and age, and who continues to grow his business and help others grow their businesses, right? The first thing he mentioned is you got to stay focused, right? You cannot get carried away with the ups and downs. There are always going to be ups and downs. Entrepreneurship is a roller coaster, and when things are bad, they are never as bad as you think. And he also said when things are good, they are never as good as you think. So try to be humble, try to take the bad with the good with humility, and always keep learning, right? He also said, and by the way, he said that humility is very, very important. You cannot build an ego while building a business, because it will come back to bite you, especially in an entrepreneurial world. To be successful, you have to be humble. He also said, the mindset is key. And why a mindset is key in entrepreneurship, guys? It is key because mindset is a collection of lot of things, but at the core, it is your mental programming you use to make decisions. It's your belief system, and it's your belief system in yourself, in your service, in your product, in your clients, in the environment. It's a belief in yourself to be successful despite anything that is happening around you. Because in entrepreneurship, everything depends on you and your team, not the environment, not the surroundings. I know it is a tough time. I know a lot of businesses have gone out of business due to this pandemic. Our business is struggling too. The artificial intelligence startup that I have is going through a challenging time, but that's okay. That is what everybody is going through, right? But we know that we are going to be successful despite the challenges that everybody is facing, right? So mindset is very, very important, and the reason why I have titled this podcast as Empower Your Mind for Success, it is because empowering your mind is empowering your mindset, is empowering your belief system. And I've chosen the word empower after a lot of thought. Empower is an action word. Okay, you don't need permission from anyone to be empowered, to build an environment of empowerment, to empower others. You don't need permission. But because we have grown up in the school system where we cannot go to the restroom without us seeking permission from our teacher, which makes sense, not leaving the classroom without permission. We have grown up in an environment in our house where our parents have always told us, you got to ask me before you do something up to a certain age. And that all is kind of inbuilt into the way we think. Even when we go after graduation, join a job, or even do internships, you always need to seek permission from your boss. So we have always grown up in an environment where we need to seek permission from people. Most of us, right? Most of us who have grown up in an employee environment have to seek permission. But in an entrepreneurial world, you don't need to seek permission. You have to give yourself permission. You have to empower yourself to do the right thing, which is to follow your dream, not worry about people around you who are laughing at you and who are trying to pull you down. Right? You need to empower yourself to chase your dream no matter what, to find the people who are going to help you, and put yourself in an environment that is conducive and positive and is an accelerator for your business and for the revenue that you're going to make out of your business. Right? So mindset is very, very important. The other thing he said, which is very absolutely contrary to your job environment, is he said in business, you never fail. You only learn. Okay? In business, you never fail. You only learn. And in some of my podcasts prior to this one, I've mentioned that at least two things happen in every business. Either you grow or your business grows. There are no failures in business. Right? There are only temporary setbacks, temporary defeats. And the more you have, the sooner you have, the better it is, because those are the learning moments. You learn more, and that is the only way you course correct and move forward. In a job environment, in an employee environment, you cannot make failures repeatedly. The leash that you are on is not long enough for you to keep on making mistakes and learn. It doesn't work like that, right? So in an employee environment, you are taught to plan A, plan B, plan C, ensure nothing fails, ensure everything is bulletproof, and that basically kills creativity. And that is why large corporations become bureaucratic. They become very, very process intensive, and creativity is out of the window. And I don't blame the corporations to do that, because when a corporation has 400, 500,000, 200,000 employees which are dispersed globally, how else would you manage and keep everybody aligned so that the entire cruise ship can continue going in that same direction as soon as possible? It's not easy for a large corporation to turn the cruise ship like you would turn a car or a bike or bicycle. Right? The momentum is so huge in corporations, it takes them time to change gears. That is why startups are nimble. That is why startups are faster in adopting and accelerating and pivoting, right? So in business, you never fail, you only learn, right? He also said in an entrepreneurial world, people are always willing to help. And I think that has been my observation as well. Anyone that I have spoken to for receiving help in an entrepreneurial world has never turned me away. Never. They have given advice for free, they have shared the lessons as well. Right? In an employee environment also, I don't believe anybody has not given me that time if I have requested that in advance enough for them to put it on the calendar. So I think I see that happening in both sides, but in an entrepreneurial world. And why it is more important in an entrepreneurial world, guys, because we are all competing most of the time with other businesses, right? So it's not easy for you to learn from mentors who are willing to share their secrets with you, right? That is why it is not easy to find mentors in your business. You can find them, that they'll be willing to help you, but not everybody is like that. The other thing he said is resourcefulness is key, right? In an employee corporate environment, most of the time resources are always available. Most of the time, you will always have resources available. In an entrepreneurial world, you may not have all the resources that you want at the time you want them. So in the entrepreneurial world, you have to be creative. You have to be resourceful, despite whether you have resources or not. Right? You have to find an alternative. You have to find a way around the problem to keep on moving forward. Like many of the startup companies are doing today, they're finding a way to stay afloat despite the extreme shortage of funds to keep the company running. Right? They're talking to their employees. They're asking their employees to take a pay cut. They are not paying themselves. They're focusing more on product development. If marketing is down, they're focusing on more marketing. If people are willing to buy the products, it really depends, right? But every startup is now being resourceful. This time is testing resourcefulness of every person and every startup in the entrepreneurial world. Right? One last thing that I leave you with that Tom Shipley spoke about is he said, he said you always need to focus on what's the problem in an entrepreneurial world. And it is pretty logical, right? I mentioned in the past, we entrepreneurs, we are a group of people, we are a unique group of people, we are a unique tribe that is willing to solve problems other people won't, right? we are problem solvers. Entrepreneurs are problem solvers. So we always need to focus on what's the problem. If we can solve a problem, everybody would want to buy the solution, right? That is the only way entrepreneurs can provide value, right? And charge a premium for it, because we are the ones who are trying to solve that problem. Yes, there are multiple. First there was Uber, now there's Lyft, and now there are multiple similar companies all around the world. But that's okay. That's okay. The market is pretty big that not one company can have it all. That's okay, right? So what's the problem is something very, very important that we all need to stay focused on, so that we can create value and we can provide value to our clients and create a name for ourselves and create a niche for ourselves, right? Startups don't have to go after the entire world from a dream client or the end customer perspective, right? We can focus on a smaller niche and go after serving them. And if we can do that well, that is the only way we'll be able to scale and grow. I hope this helps. It was reassuring for me to hear the messages that I have spent the last 4.5-5 years to discern myself after talking to multiple entrepreneurs and reading multiple personal development books and identifying the patterns of successful entrepreneurs. It was very reassuring to hear the same things again from a guy who is the e-commerce guru in the industry today. I hope this was helpful. I hope this reinforces some of the things that you might have heard from others. I hope this gives you enough confidence and courage to move forward. I hope you give yourself permission. I hope you empower yourself, because that is the only way forward in an entrepreneurial world. Remember, you have unlimited potential. Own it. Thank you for listening. Until next time, take care.